Hello, I'm Simon. Welcome back to my shed. My subject today is the Carradice Barley Saddlebag. Um, I'll show you the version that I've got, which is the Union Jack one. And I've also got an idea that you might like to do, which I think is a small improvement to the bag. I'll show you how to tie a little handle to put on it, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's have a look at the bag. So here is the Carradice Barley. This is the Union Jack version. You can tell that by the fact there's a Union Jack on there. I didn't get this because I'm particularly in love with the Queen or anything. It's just that this version, which is the green one, well, it's very dark green, has got this much nicer dark brown leather on it than the other ones. We've got a lighter leather, which I don't think looks anywhere near as nice. So I was prepared to put up with a flag for that. It is this thick cotton duck, I think it's called. It kind of feels like it's waxed, but it's the stuff that swells up when it gets wet, which makes this extremely waterproof. I should just say right now, ignore this bit here. It's something that I put on, and I'm going to show you how to put one of those on yourself if you want to do it later. It's just to help me carry it around. It is, what can I say about it? Old school leather buckles, all handmade. Two pockets on either side. On this side of it, now this is, I don't know how well you can see that, that's a quick attachment to go on the bagman support that I've got on the back of my bike, so it just clips on and off very quickly and easily with that. These two tags here, I think they're for putting a shoulder strap on, if you're, well, I don't know, if you're that way inclined. If you're not going to have this quick release, you get little brown leather straps that come with it. One that will go through there and then around your seat post, and then two leather straps will go around there as well and onto the back of your saddle. I mean, I don't know, Brooks saddle's got two holes, or you can get, lots of saddles have got holes, but not racing ones, but then it's hardly a racing bag anyway. It's got these rings for attaching extra things on. As you can see, I've put a handle on mine, reflective patch there. I'm not sure how much that works, because when it's on the bike that's kind of pointing upwards, but that clip there is for clipping a light onto, and the way that it sits on my bagman support, that is perfectly upright and the light goes on there very nicely. Meant to be 100% waterproof. Got my doubts about that. I mean, the lid, the roof top doesn't fit exactly on there. You can see a little bit of this liner there, but then there is canvas underneath that, so I think it's, well, nothing's going to go straight through there anyway. You might get a bit in the sides. Let's have a look inside. Now, that's another thing that attracted me to this Union Jack version, this inside here. I think that, I don't know, it's a nice touch. It's a detail, you know, makes it a pleasure to open, for me anyway. Costs more obviously, but there we are. Drawstring that goes over this cover bit to keep all your bits in. And there it is. Meant to be 9 litres of capacity. I don't know how they measure that, maths presumably. Hard to show you, but what I have got is a 2 litre water bottle. It's empty, but that, you know, that goes in there no bother. And that's a big bottle. And then there's plenty more. I've got a few bits here. What have I got? You can pack stuff more carefully than this, obviously, but you can. There's a rain mat that'll go in there, no bother. Got some other bits of sleeves off here, off some jacket I've got, you know, and then once it starts getting full, cinch it down with those drawstrings, and that's it all done. I mean, you can do better than that when I'm showing you, give you the quick idea, and then do it up, and off you go. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's for me, it needs this quick release to make it practical. You don't want to be doing up and undoing buckles all the time, especially if you're a commuter or you're just going down the shop or something. This handle is makes it a lot better as far as I'm concerned. If you're not going far, but then why would you if you're going far? Be on the bike. Yeah. Oh, one other feature I didn't mention. On the bottom, there's a double layer here, and I think that is, if you don't have a mud guard, this'll take a real soaking off your back wheel and presumably protect the inside. So yeah, the Carradice Bagman, no, the Carradice Barley with the Bagman quick release attach. There you go. And now I'll show you how to put one of those on. Right, I should say, if you can hear some gurgling in the background, that's a big bucket full of wine I've got fermenting, so it's just the air bubble bubbling away, which is a sound I quite like. Now then, to tie one of these, if you are intrepid and an audax and all the rest of it, you might want a bit of paracord with you when you're off on your journeys. And some of those commando types, you'll see them, they've all got these bracelets and stuff for if they get lost in the woods. Paracord is extremely useful, you know, if you're camping or just about anything outdoorsy, you could use it. But this is just using for a handle, but you could take it off and use it. Now this particular paracord is jungle camo colour. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of olive with some bits of red and stuff in it, and it goes quite nicely with the green bag. It's quite by chance. I bought this for something else, but then it turned out, like things often do, just the job. So here is how you tie it. Now I've never done any tying videos before. The first thing is, this is about, I don't know, there's a good couple of meters here because it uses a fair bit. Don't start off too short or you will be upset later. Right, so you do once round at one end. Let's get this evened up. And then when that's level there, so once round at that end, and then if you come round up through there, and the other one goes up through there, and I'll just go once more round like that, you'll see why in a minute. And then you've essentially got the same thing at both ends, once round and two strings coming off it. Now, the way that this knot goes, if you can call it a knot or splice, or no, it's not a splice, goes is you tie it around these two strands that go along there. And it's very simple and it's repetitive, and I'll show you how you do it. So you start off in this position, you put one side under there and over the opposite string. And then you take that string and you go back through that hole. And there is your first one. Now then, you take this one, you make a loop that goes underneath and over this one. And then this one comes back over like that. And then you tighten that down. And then you just alternate all the way along that string till you get to the other end. So underneath, oh, and over the string on the other side. Then this string on the other side goes back through the hole over the top. And pull it tight. Once again, underneath the main bit, over the string on the far side, and then that string goes back through there. Now then, you can see it's taking shape already. I'll do a couple more. I'm not going to go all the way over because I've already got one handle on there, I don't need two, and I think you've probably got the hang of it by now. Underneath, over the far side, and the far side goes over the top and through. Now, you pull it tight as you like every time. When you get to the far end, it'll look like this, except it'll be over there. What I did, I just cut it off. Well, pull it as tight as you can, cut it off, and then heat the end with a little lighter just to seal the nylon so it doesn't all unravel on you. And that's, I'm not sure you can see it there, those white ends, they're burnt. That's where I did that. It doesn't seem to want to come undone. You don't tie it off, you just tighten it as hard as you can and leave it. And then at the end of it, there you are. You've got a rather nice handle. You've got a way of picking a bag up, and there we go. There's the Carradice Barley with the handle. I hope you enjoyed that. Well, that's the Carradice Barley then, and my little handle idea. If you like the video, please subscribe and like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.